Thursday night baseball on tap from Chase Field in Phoenix, Arizona. Tonight, it's the home opener for this new season between the New York Yankees and the Arizona Diamondbacks. Which of these two will prevail? Next on the show. Standing in, the leadoff man, Jacoby Ellsbury. So we are ready for baseball.
Leading off tonight for the Yankees, center fielder, Jacoby Ellsbury.
Behind on that one, now behind in the count, 0-1. Now a cut fastball, but that doesn't threaten the zone. It's even at 1. Goes the other way with it as this is in the air down the line in left. Peralta is there to make the play, and Ellsbury becomes the first out of the ball game.
In the second spot,
stepping in, Brett Gardner. He'll get to take his first cuts here.
Gardner.
The fastball here as he'll take a look at ball 1, 1-0. And here's a ball hit in the air. Lowry is there for it. He's got it, and there are 2 down now. Carlos Beltran will stand in for the first time now, and he's got that average up over the 300 mark to begin play.
And that is huge for him, too. This is a contract year for him, so he'd love to take those great numbers straight to the negotiating table. And
Beltran's got himself extra bases as this finds the gap. And he will stroll in there standing with a 2-out double. Mark Teixeira will stand in now, still struggling to get anything going offensively.
Well, you kind of just take his batting average with a grain of salt because you know he's...
Hold on now, that ball is down and could score a run. Here comes Beltran around third, and he is in there. Brian McCann steps in to try and keep things going now with a runner at first following the RBI single.
And that's a nice job right there to drive in the run by the last guy, and it can definitely fire up a team when someone comes through big time with 2 outs.
And a sliding attempt at first, but this sneaks by him, a base hit. And he is in there. Striding into the box, Starlin Castro, as he'll get his first opportunity in this one.
Castro.
Hit to third, right to him. Throw in time, and the side is retired. Gene Segura comes to the plate to lead things off here in the bottom half of the first.
Leading off for the Diamondbacks, the shortstop, Gene Segura.
Here's a slider to start things out, looked at for ball 1. Sent on the ground out to second. Gloved by Castro and reined in, 1 away. Set to get his evening at the plate started, Michael Bourne, batting just a notch below 300 so far on the season. Started to go around, but it's ruled strike 1 anyway. Fastball misses inside. It's even at 1. Hit in the air to right field. And this will be hauled in by Beltran for out number 2. David Peralta will stand in for the first time, and you can see the average there as he continues to flirt with a .400 season.
Well, when you look at what this guy's done so far, Matty, he leads this ball club in average. He's been a huge part of their offense so far this season.
2 out, nobody on. Hit out towards second. Castro's got it. Throw on to Teixeira is going to be in time, and with it, the inning is over. Chase Headley will dig in, and this season certainly hasn't been all that kind to him as he enters play with the average down in the 230s. Second inning starts with a fastball that misses. It's 1-0. Oh, much too tardy on the fastball. 1-1.
Doing a good job right there of tying him up inside. Got in on his hands that time before he could get that barrel through the zone.
Throw to first will be in time, and there's one gone here to start the second. Set to get his evening at the plate started, Didi Gregorius. And it's been a real struggle for him with the bat so far this year, looking to get things turned around in a hurry. Well hit the other way, and it's into the gap. Around first, heading for second now. And he'll cruise into the bag at second with a 1-out double. The pitcher, Masahiro Tanaka, steps up to the plate in a sacrifice situation, so let's see if that is indeed on right here.
Textbook sack situation here, guys.
Big curveball swung on and missed. 0-1. A lot of movement that time. It's 0-2. On the ground to the left side. Backhanded. And they've got the runner trapped in a hot box between second and third now. And a good decision on the throw as he is meat at third base. Back to the top of the order now. And that'll bring in the center fielder, Jacoby Ellsbury. Into the seats, 0-1. Miller sets. Here he comes, 0-1. Late decision to swing that time, and as a result, it's 0-2.
And you kind of get the sense that he's not really messing around out there too much. There hasn't been a whole lot of setting guys up here in this inning. He's just trying to get himself back into that dugout as fast as he can.
Ooh, he saws him off with that one. Throw on to first gets him, and the side is retired. Jake Lamb will get his first opportunity now, and as you can see, he enters play with that average up near the 320 mark.
Well, right now he's in the prime of his career, so these are the years you'd really expect to see the best of what a guy's going to have to offer.
Oh, and a hearty cut there to begin the at-bat. It's 0-1. And he misses with it. 1-1. Hit hard back up the middle. A dive, but he can't get it. It's through into the outfield. A.J. Pollock settles into the box for his first chance.
Center fielder, A.J. Pollock.
He's ready. Here's the first offering. Not even close on that swing. No balls and a strike. Nobody out, runner on first. That's over, but low. It's a ball and a strike. And that's on the outside corner. 1-2. And he takes strike 3 called on the fastball. 1 gone. Into the box now, Jed Lowry, as the switch hitter will take his cuts left-handed here. Here's the first pitch to him. On a less than impressive swing there to start the at-bat. It's 0-1. Boy, in a perfect spot for the splitter there. It's 0-2. And a breaking ball in the dirt that time for a ball. Yankees lead this 1-0 here in inning number 2. And he looks at a sinker for a called third strike, and now there are 2 gone. So a runner at first with 2 away, and stepping in, the power-hitting first baseman, Paul Goldschmidt. And that's taken for strike 1.
You know, a lot of times with a sinker baller out there, you're just conditioned to always look for something down. So he can surprise you with that high fastball, maybe four-seam it every once in a while, and when he does, you can forget it.
Hot shot to third, and he whips on it as this ball's right under his glove. Chris Herman gets a shot now with deuces all around. 2 on, 2 out here in inning number 2. Now a ball hit in the air, but in play perhaps down the line. And he will get there to make the running play, and that will end the inning. Brett Gardner is into the box as we are all set to begin the third.
The left fielder, number 11.
Miller into the windup. Here's the first pitch. A little late on this one as it's lifted the other way down the left field line. Peralta is under it as he puts it away, and it's 1 pitch, 1 away to start the third. So the bases are empty with 1 man gone. And here's the ever dangerous Carlos Beltran. This is line to left. And a dive in left, but he can't get it. It'll get by him toward the wall. One away, and the dangerous Mark Teixeira stands in following an RBI single his first time through.
And they take another single right here, too, no doubt. Runner in scoring position, so any ball into the outfield probably gets him home.
Here's one that misses high. It's 1-1. 1 out and a runner on second base. No offer on that one. 2 balls and a strike. And Teixeira able to lay off again as they don't want to give in. It's 3-1.
Oh, with every pitch it misses, he just keeps digging himself a deeper and deeper hole.
There's the good fastball, and he can't catch up. 3-2. And Teixeira swings and misses as he's set down on strikes for out number 2. Brian McCann is the batter. Got a base hit in his first trip.
Well, and everyone knows he's slumping right now, so we'll see if that got him going.
In the dirt here. But fortunately here, no advance. Ready with the 0-1 pitch. And here's a foul tip into the catcher's glove. Moves it to 0-2 now. Swing and a miss. Blew the fastball right by him, and the inning is over. Leading off the inning, Shelby Miller, as they'll look to get something going here and even this game up.
Catcher, Shelby Miller.
Tried to golf at it, but he missed strike 1. Swing and a miss on the slider, and he's quickly behind 0-2. That fastball straightens him up a bit. 1-2 now. And that misses 2-2.
Well, these are just extra pitches adding to your pitch count. I don't see why you wouldn't just go right after him.
Chop foul at the plate, and the count holds at 2-2. Gets on top of one here and chops it foul right at home plate. Grounded up the first baseline, but this is going to be a foul ball as that keeps things at 2-2. Ball 3. 3-2 now. Now a swing, and the barrel of the bat breaks in 2 that time. Foul. Popped up. And the leadoff man is gone to start the Arizona third. Gene Segura will dig in again. He grounded out to start the home first.
Not really a good at-bat there. Forget getting out, but he didn't see any pitches as well.
A little tardy there. No balls and a strike. That's on the inside corner to put him behind here. 0-2.
You know, it's just so tough to pick out a pitch that you want against a guy like this. Everything he throws is either on a corner or moving like crazy. He's not the kind of guy that's going to give you a lot of options up there to hit.
The right fielder, number 3.
Michael Bourne is at the plate now. Flied out in his first at-bat. This is hit the other way out toward left field. Gardner is there, and that retires the side. Starlin Castro is ready here as we begin the top of the fourth.
Second baseman.
Miller's ready. First pitch on its way. And he throws the fastball by him here. 0-1. This one's blooped out toward right center field. Coming in is Bourne. He can't get there as it falls in. Into the box, Chase Headley. He'll swing it from the left side right here.
He has really struggled against right-handed pitching so far this year. His average against righties is pretty ugly so far.
Now started to go down after it, and he couldn't hold back. It's strike one. Oh, and Headley can't come up with that one as he swings through it for strike two now. Too high. 1-2.
And now on 1-2, this might be a spot where that high fastball was just a setup so that he can come back with that big curve.
And did he go around? No, he did not. Ball two. Runners going. Popped up. Peralta on the move, but he won't get there. It falls in. And now they'll have runners at the corners to start off the inning. Now in the box, Didi Gregorius. He'll try to follow up the double in his last at-bat with another big hit right here.
Boy, he had a great at-bat last time up, and he'll look for another pitch he can drive right here.
First pitch fastball swung on and missed. 0-1. Fastball, and he's quickly in the hole. 0-2. And he missed with it. It's 1-2. 1 run, 8 hits, and no errors for the Yankees so far. Pitch swung on and hit in the air. On the move is Pollock. 1 out. And they're not going to get him as he's in there to score. Masahiro Tanaka steps in with 1 in, 1 out, and 1 on here in the inning.
Yeah, it's been a pretty good inning here so far, so we'll see if they can scratch another run across right here.
Only plays to first, so the pitcher does his job as it's a successful sacrifice. Jacoby Ellsbury will try it again. 0 for 2 with a fly out and a ground ball thus far. Ready to deliver. Here's the first pitch. That's lifted the other way out to left. And he'll get there in plenty of time to put this one away, and that ends the inning. Leading off the inning, David Peralta, and they'll need him to get something going here.
And right here is an important time for them to climb back into this one. They definitely want to even this one up sooner rather than later.
Here's a swing and a high pop-up, drifting toward the third base dugout, and a rather easy first out. Jake Lamb will dig in. He singled his first time around.
Jake Lamb.
Here comes the first pitch. In the air, down the left field line and deep. After it is Gardner. He's got it. A nice play there. 2 away. Now to the plate, A.J. Pollock. He got called out on strikes his last time through.
And he was absolutely frozen with a good fastball. So let's see if he's a little more aggressive on that pitch this time.
And the first pitch here is below the knees, but he gets him to chase it, and it's 0-1.
And he's just running right through these guys. Absolutely worn them down.
Lined hard toward right center. That gets down, and he's got himself a base hit. Jed Lowry in now. He went down looking at his first trip to the plate.
Well, you know, it never feels good to go down on strikes, especially looking. You wouldn't be surprised to see him be a little more aggressive in this at-bat.
Hit hard up the middle. That's through for a base hit, and he's 1 for 2 now. Paul Goldschmidt stands in, trying to make it 3 straight 2-out hits. He's got a runner in scoring position at second.
And you know how good hitting can prove contagious in an inning. Let's see if he can keep it rolling.
Good bite to the slider, and he takes strike 1. That's in there, and he's deep in the hole now, 0-2. And he'll just waste one there, 1-2. 2 down, runners at first and second. Good job to spoil that one away, and he stays alive. Got him swinging, and that will end the inning. Brett Gardner heads for the box to start off the 5th in this one. Miller's got his target. First pitch on the way.
Gardner.
And he swings through a fastball and doesn't catch up with it. It's 0-1.
That thing's knee-high on the outside third of the plate. Pretty understandable why he couldn't catch up with that one.
1-1. Here's a swing and a high pop-up. Goldschmidt is there for it. 1 down. Carlos Beltran will dig in. He doubled his last time.
And remember, he jumped all over that first pitch, so don't be surprised if he does it here again.
Starts him with a good rising fastball there for strike 1. Living a little dangerously here.
Yeah, you don't have to go looking for trouble. The trouble will find you if you're putting pitches there.
Hit hard on the ground to second. A diving try, but he can't haul it in. It's through for a base hit. So a runner at first with 1 out now. And standing in the danger is first baseman Mark Teixeira. Check swing, but he held up in time. Ball 1. 2 runs, 9 hits, and no errors for the Yankees so far. Now a good pitch on the inside part of the plate ties him up, and it's 1-1. And here's a pitch swung on and missed. 1-2 now.
And now he's made most of the hitters inside conscious. And of course, that opens up the outside corner when he has to go there.
Just a bit low. Tough call, but it's 2-2. A little late with the swing, but he stays alive. Still 2-2. Now a half swing, but it's strike 3 anyway, says the home plate umpire, and that's out number 2.
The catcher, number 33.
Brian McCann will stand in now. He singled and struck out in 2 trips. First pitch cutter that's by him for strike 1. A runner on first with 2 away. Swing and a ball chopped foul right at home plate. Protecting on 0-2, so we'll do it again. Trying to strike him out for the second time. Swung on and missed, and that's the final out of the inning. Leading off the inning, Chris Herman, as they'll look to get something going here and even this game up.
And in a pretty close game so far, they'd love to see this guy get on base so they can get a rally started to get back in this thing.
Double-barreled action in the Yankee bullpen now. A lefty and a right-hander start to get loose. 8, 9, and 1 to start the inning as the first pitch misses for ball 1. In for a strike. It's 1-1. Chopped foul right at home plate. Here he comes on a ball and 2 strikes. Pulled toward right center field. After it is Ellsbury. He's got it 1 away. Shelby Miller in now, popped out in his first trip.
Shelby Miller.
Into the windup and the pitch. Hit sharply on the ground to the left. Great effort on the dive, but it's through into left. Gene Segura will try it again. He's grounded out and struck out in 2 trips.
Yeah, not showing too much so far, but he's got a chance to make something happen right here. See if he can put those other ABs behind him.
Swung on and missed. It's 0-1. That's taken. Now it's 0-2. Oh, and he dusted him off the plate that time. Some mind games being played now. It's 1-2. Hit on the ground down the first baseline. But this is a foul ball as the count holds steady at 1-2. Hot shot on the ground is short. Gregorius is there. Here's Castro for 1. On to Teixeira, and it's in time for the double play. The side is retired. Starlin Castro will dig in. 1 for 2. He grounded out the first time and followed that with a base hit in his second plate appearance. And he'll try to check his swing here, but he'll have no such luck. It's strike 1. And he'll try to hold back the swing, but he'll do so unsuccessfully as that's ruled a strike. Now a swing and a miss as Castro is retired here for the first out. Stepping in and ready for another shot, Chase Headley. He singled his last time up. And he just keeps rolling along as he starts another batter out with strike 1. On, could we see another strikeout here? It's 0-2 now. Fastball, strike 3 called as he couldn't pull the trigger, and there are 2 away. Didi Gregorius stands in looking to put the bat on the ball for a change here with the first 2 guys going down on strikes to start the inning. Bases are empty here with 2 men out. Ripped on the ground to first. Taken in by Goldschmidt, and he'll step on the bag himself, and the inning is over. Michael Bourne gets things started here in the 6th for the hometown team.
Well, they still aren't even on the board yet, so this leadoff guy needs to get on so they can manufacture a run.
And a high strike to begin the at-bat. It's 0-1. Swing and a liner, but foul. Tanaka sets his sights. Here's the 0-2. And the sinking fastball, called strike 3, and that's out number 1. David Peralta will get his 3rd shot at it here. He's bounced out and popped out in his previous 2 trips.
Well, on the bright side, I guess, he is putting the ball in play. He's just not getting that solid contact that you're looking for when a guy is really seeing the ball well.
Skied in the air to straightaway left. Gardner is under it. And he brings it in for the 2nd out of the inning. Jake Lamb will dig in now. A single and a fly out for him in 2 trips thus far.
And you know, I think he's had a good approach in each of his first 2 at-bats. He seems to be seeing the ball well and putting some decent swings on it.
High in the air and deep to left center field. Looking up is Ellsbury. Now a leaping effort at the wall, but he comes up empty. This one is gone. Home run.
Center fielder number 11.
So a solo shot here to left center field. 7 home runs scored. Ready with the first pitch. Here it comes. He slaps that one away, and the count will be 0-1. Into the windup. Here comes the 0-1. Drilled to the left side. And just past his outstretched glove into left. A base hit. Jed Lowry will stand in. A strikeout victim his first time and then a base hit last time around.
Lowry.
High fly ball out to straightaway center. Ellsbury is under it. And that's the third out. Welcome back to Chase Field here in Phoenix. Yankees leading this one as we get ready to start the seventh. But before we do, here's a look at our game summary to this point. Masahiro Tanaka is set to get us started for the late innings of this one.
The pitcher, number 19, Masahiro Tanaka.
And a feeble swing that time. It's 0-1. A little bouncer. That winds up foul for the second strike. And oh, look out. Up and in and nearly took his head off. Tries to get him to chase the curveball away, but it breaks outside. 2-2 now. And that indeed is a pitcher up there, as he's not even close at that one and becomes out number one.
The batter,
one gone here in the Yankee seventh, and it's back to the top of the order now for Jacoby Ellsbury. First pitch hack in here, and that's the first strike. We're in the seventh inning now of a pitcher's duel. 2-1 our score. And he falls behind 0-2.
Well, I think most fans would remember Jacoby Ellsbury's amazing 2011 season. That year he won a Gold Glove, a Silver Slugger, and was runner-up for the AL MVP award just behind Justin Verlander. That was a pretty big year.
Liner towards second. He gets dirty, but he can't make the play. It's a base hit. Brett Gardner will stand in. One of the few guys not to join the hit parade so far.
Yeah, guys, he's got to be feeling a little bit like that dog that gets left out in the rain while the rest of the family's inside by the fire. I guess he's just not seeing what everyone else is.
Oh, and he misses the stop sign there as he heads for the plate. But no, he'll put on the brakes and head back to third. Digging in, Carlos Beltran. He's looking to go 4 for 4 with a base hit right here. Looking to keep this a one-run game in tight here with the first pitch fastball that's 1-0. Hard hit ball to second. And a reach to his backhand side at second, but this finds a way by. And the insurance run comes across to score from third. The tag, and he is out. Ready now, Mark Teixeira. He'll look to bounce back after striking out his last time up.
Yeah, and hopefully he got that out of his system. They really need him to come through right here.
Very weakly on the ground. Throw to first will get him easily, and the side is retired.
Ladies and gentlemen, it's time for the traditional seventh inning stretch.
Leading off the inning, Paul Goldschmidt, and they'll need him to get something going here.
Well, it's a close ball game, but it's starting to get late, so they need to get at least one back here in this inning.
And he throws the fastball by him here, 0-1.
This guy just continues to pound the strike zone. He's thrown a first pitch strike to 90% of the batters he's faced. Look how late we are into this ball game, and that's the difference for him.
Stung into the gap in right center for what should be extra bases. Digging for second is Goldschmidt. The relay, and he's kicked off the home seventh with a leadoff double. Chris Herman comes forward now, and he's got to get on base any way he can with that possible tying run standing behind him in the on-deck circle.
Find a way to get it done. That's what it's all about right here. Give your guys a chance to make something big happen.
Tanaka pauses, 0-1 on its way. Now a check swing, but he holds up in time. Ball one. Swing, and he pops him up over toward foul territory. But this will land untouched. We're in the seventh now. 4-1 our score to this point. Look out. That one almost got away from him. 2-2 now. Full count now. 3-2. Hits this one hard the other way. Castro has it. And taken in out there for the first out. Shelby Miller will stride in. Popped out and singled in his 2 trips.
Yeah, and he made just a little adjustment last time coming off of that pop-up the first time around, and he got himself a base knock. That's a good one.
Your attention,
Tony Gwynn will come on to pinch hit here in a big spot.
Number 21, Tony Gwynn.
He'll hold off on the slider to start the at-bat. It's ball 1. Checks his swing here, but he does so in time. 1 out and a runner on third. And a sinker is over that time. It's back to 2-1. High pop-up. Tanaka is there for it. Makes the play, and there are 2 gone now. Gene Segura will stand in, and they've done a good job keeping him off base at the top of the lineup. He's 0 for 3 thus far.
Yeah, guys, not really providing the spark that they usually hope to get out of him. Maybe he can make something happen right here.
The 0-1 pitch. And he looks like he's toying with him here. It's 0-2. Inside, as that perhaps will back him off a bit. 1-2. To 2 balls and 2 strikes now.
Be careful not to airmail that thing over your catcher's head.
Got him looking, and that Troy Patton will be summoned from the bullpen now as he'll take over to start inning number 8.
Troy Patton.
Leading off the inning, Brian McCann, as they'll look for some added insurance before the bottom half of the inning. Russell Martin is going to be asked to get things going here as a lead off the top of the 8th.
Russell Martin.
And now some action in that Arizona bullpen as it looks like they'll have both a lefty and a righty up to throw. Line drive to left. And the move to the pinch hitter will not pan out as that's taken in for the first out. Starlin Castro gets another crack right here. He's got a hit in 3 tries to this point. And he'll try to take control of the inside part of the plate with the fastball as he backs him off a bit. That evens it up 1-1. Turned on down the line, but a foul ball. 1-2 now. Now a swing and a miss on a pitch well out of the strike zone as he becomes the second out.
The batter,
Chase Headley stands in. Was locked up on strike 3 in his last trip.
Yeah, it's always a frustrating thing to go down looking, but you know what? Everybody does it. So you've got to let that one go and make the next AB count.
And he couldn't pull that one back as he clearly broke the plane to the plate, and that'll be ruled a strike. Swing and a miss, and that ends the inning. Leading off the inning, Michael Bourne, as they'll look to get something going here and even this game up.
right fielder.
Tanaka gets the sign. Here's the first pitch. In tight here with the first pitch fastball that's 1-0. In there, and it's even at 1. And he lays off for a ball. 2-1. Swing and a ball line hard towards short, but this is yanked down out there at shortstop for the first out.
For the Diamondbacks,
David Peralta will stand in now, and he's been kept quiet out of the number 3 hole, hitless in his 3 at-bats so far.
Now pitching for the New York Yankees.
So with a lefty waiting, they'll go to a lefty of their own out of the bullpen here.
Defensive change for the Yankees. Now catching.
Yasmani Tomas will move into the on-deck circle now to try to get something started here with one gone in the inning. And he tries to hold back on the swing, but I think it would have been ruled a strike anyway. It's 0-1. Hit hard to the right side, but foul. Now a swing and a fly ball. Beltran on the run. He gets there and makes the play for the second out of the inning. Jake Lamb will stand in as they're quickly down to their final 4 outs tonight.
And Matt, they'd like nothing more than to ignite a 2-out rally right here. Maybe scratch at least one across before the ninth.
First pitch of the AB is swung on and lifted in the air to straightaway center. And 8 innings have come and gone now as the inning is over. Kicking off the top of the 9th, Didi Gregorius, as they'll look for some added insurance before the bottom half of the inning. And we kick off the 9th inning with a swinging strike here, 0-1.
And he's always so tough on left-handed hitters. That slider is just so difficult to pick up.
Now a swing and a ball popped high in the air over toward foul ground. Lamb is there, one quick out to start inning number 9.
Now batting.
Randy Choate steps in now.
Randy Choate.
Number 13 will get the call here as he'll hit for the pitcher.
Number 13.
Grounded down the third baseline. This is foul for the first strike. Skied into straightaway right. Bourne has it in his tracks. 2 down. Settling in now, Jacoby Ellsbury. He's 1 for 4 for the game.
Ellsbury.
First pitch of the at-bat. Now a swing and a miss as they start him out on a pitch well inside for strike 1. Really a good job so far by this guy out of the bullpen.
Yeah, he's come in and really put his stamp on this game. He's thrown a lot of strikes. That's what you want.
Now a swing and a miss, and he's behind 1-2. 2 out, nobody on. And he struck him out. So a good pitch there, and now they're going to need to string some hits together in this last at-bat if they want to get back in this thing. Wade Davis is on now to try to close things down here in the 9th.
Number 20, Wade Davis. A defensive change for the Yankees. Now playing left field. Number 24.
Striding in to start the 9th, A.J. Pollock. And they'll need him to get something going here.
Well, you know, he's been on base twice in this one already, so let's see if he can do it again.
Swing and a little tapper, but it gets foul. Fastball misses inside. It's even at 1. On a hole now as he swings and misses at a pitch in the dirt, and it's 1-2 now.
You can't afford to be doing that when you're playing catch-up.
And he lays off a pitch outside as they draw even at 2-2. Now a swing and a ball lofted down the right field line and fairly deep. Beltran is there, and that's not the start to the bottom of the 9th this crowd was hoping for. 1 away. Jed Lowry will stand in, needing to do something here to get on base as they're down to their final 2 outs.
Yeah, and you just can't worry about the score right here. You just got to be able to string together a couple of base runners and take it 1 pitch at a time, 1 runner at a time.
Ellsbury is there, and quickly 2 are gone here, and it's not looking good for the home 9. Paul Goldschmidt makes his way to the plate, needing to make something happen. They're down to their final out in the 9th inning. Sends that one out of play for strike one. The 0-1 delivery. And here's a curveball in the dirt that time for a ball. 1-1. And this is swung on and missed, so the Diamondbacks are down to their final strike now.
These guys would like to at least get someone on base here in this bottom of the 9th. Got to make them sweat a little.
Has them down to their final strike. Here it comes. Smoke toward third. Gloved by Headley. Throw on to first, and the ball game is over. And the Yankees were given a big boost tonight by the performance of this man, Carlos Beltran. What a performance he turned in. He's our tops player of the game.
Yeah, I think in the end, this really could have been any...